Without water, people, animals and plants die. Life simply cannot exist. That's why the Prophet ﷺ said the best charity is a drink of water, and that's why I'm raising money to bring water to Gambia. We have already created 51 boreholes with your help in remote villages, not wells that the old and the weak struggle with, boreholes that can be accessed by the turning of a tap. Donate using the link in the description.
Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. I'm here at Speaker's Corner and I'm seeing this bit of news circulate on social media quite a lot, to be honest. And this is the notion that King Charles has accepted Islam. Now, what's their reasoning behind this? Because it's the first time in Windsor that they have allowed Muslims to come in and break fast. Or open their fast. On top of that, there was a clip of King Charles packing dates for fasting Muslims.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize the king would be so fast. You are packing dates faster than I can see them.
Now, I saw this clip on GB News of Nigel Farage tearing his hair out.
What on earth is going on? I would not have thought that on the eve of Lent that Ramadan would be celebrated in the St George's Chapel, Windsor. Remember the place where we saw, the final moments of the funeral service of Her Majesty the Queen. But that is exactly what happened.
And other people that are actually giving this rumour credibility. Why? Because he is showing some allowance, some softness towards Islam. So if you show any allowance or softness towards Islam, that means you've accepted Islam. According to that logic, we'd have to accept a lot of the royal family has accepted Islam. Queen Victoria, she had a very good relationship with Abdul and wanted to learn Urdu. Let's take another example. Princess Diana, she fell in love with a Pakistani doctor in a hospital to such a degree that she travelled to Pakistan under the guise of meeting Imran Khan and his wife Jemima just so she could speak to the parents, and it fell through. It didn't happen. However, she did in the end get together with Al Fayyad's son, Dodi Al Fayyad. And on top of that, they say with regards to Queen Elizabeth that she's descended from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So you honestly cannot make this sort of stuff up. You'd have to say all of them were Muslim. Winston Churchill, he was this close to accepting Islam. Some say he had accepted Islam. You had King Ofra of the 8th century. There was a coin that was minted here in the UK, and that coin had the Islamic declaration of faith on it. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. So some say that he accepted Islam as well. So the question is, why are so many of these individuals inclined towards Islam? Well, the first reason is because from the 4th century to, I would argue, the 15th, 16th century, the Islamic empires have been somewhat dominant and they have contributed to a lot of what we have today. And many Muslims in the Middle East and Asia, they contribute, they have strategic role when it comes to the world. You can't just wipe them out. So it makes sense to look after the Muslims in your lands for strategic benefit. And if you look at The Guardian, they posted that Islamophobia has risen. So if you take all these things into consideration, why wouldn't you assist Muslims and big up Muslims during this holy month? That being said, the other argument that they're making is, oh, he didn't say anything about Lent. Guys, let's be honest. When's the last time you heard someone fasting for Lent? I mean, it's only recently when you've got these right-wing guys that are trying to bring Christian values back and trying to claim that this is a Christian country. Is it a Christian country when over 50% of people, yes, they don't identify as Christian? Number two, let's look at the values that we have today. Are they Christian values? Does this country claim to be a Christian country? Of course not. And a lot of people are leaving the Christian religion. Why? Because it's just not practical. There's so many different versions of the Bible. They don't know which one is correct. There's so many aqidas. There's different beliefs with regards to Jesus. Is he subordinate to God? Is he son of God? Is he God? Was he just a man? Like, which of these is it? Yeah, are you a Trinitarian? Are you a Unitarian? Do you believe in the King James version of the Bible? Do you believe in the New International Version of the Bible? And then when you take certain quotes of the Bible, in Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 28, it says, if you grape a virgin, you must pay her father 50 shekels, and then you marry her, and then you are never to divorce her. Yes, it's in the Bible. Of course, another verse that says disobedience to the father or the mother, one of the punishments is you could be stoned to death just for disobeying your parents. And I haven't even mentioned 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 3, which Netanyahu quoted before committing the genocide in Palestine. They were commanded to kill men, women, children, and then suckling infant, cattle, camels, donkeys. Complete wipeout. And we all know what Netanyahu said when he came on the stage. All he said was Amalek. And B'Tselem, who are the human rights organization in Israel, have said that whoever has gone through the education system in Israel knows full well when someone mentions Amalek, it means complete and utter wipeout. And even when you look at the clergy and you look at the system of priesthood and all of these systems that you see within Christianity, you'll notice that this is not practical. You can see one Christian on the side, he's getting very triggered by this, and after a 10-minute conversation with him, he's going to realize that his faith is impractical as well. So ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Christianity has been reduced to, but we persevere because we know what we have is the truth. Let the dogs bark and let the lions roar. Let's leave it there, guys. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.